Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of selections from Thucydides book 4. We're up to chapter 35. Telos de, but at last, genitive absolute, many being wounded, dia to plus another articulate infinitive, because they were anastrepesthai, moving backwards and forwards, in the same place. Sun ecclesante, this is a technical military term. Having closed ranks, they withdrew literally into the extreme fort of the island, so into the fort at the end of the island, which upolu apeke, which was not far away, and to their own guard post. And when, this is from endidomi, again a technical word to give ground, and so when they gave ground, then, at that point then, the light-armed troops, tethasekotes, this is a perfect participle, the light-armed troops, having taken courage, epicanto, they attacked still with greater shouting. So they attacked them at this point with greater shouting. And of the Spartans, hosoi men, and we'll get a hoi de here, as many as enkatalephanonto, they were taken retreating, they died. So as many as so some of them died, they were taken retreating. So those of the Spartans who were caught retreating perished, but many, having fled into the fort with the guards, taute there, they arranged themselves parapan, well, it's something like along the entire extent, perhaps at every point, with the intention of defending themselves at whatever place it was open to attack. So at every point where it could be attacked. And the Athenians, epispomenoi, following after them, uk aiken, they did not have a perihodon, they did not have a means of moving around them, and an encirclement by the strength Riu of their position. So by the strength of their position, the Athenians, who having followed after them, did not have a means of moving around them and in an encirclement. Proiontes, attacking them front on, ex enantios, from the front. Now, the verb at the next page is eperonto. They attempted osasthai. This is from othio, this is the middle here, literally to push them. So we might say to dislodge them. So the Athenians attacking them front on were trying to dislodge them. And for much time and the greater part of the day, both sides, although being distressed, so I should say both sides and Takon, they held out, although being oppressed or distressed by the battle and thirst and the sun. Hoi men, and do we get a hoi de? Yeah, there's the rayon de here, I think. So, so this is the Athenians attempting ex alasasthai to drive out, this is from ex elauno, to drive them out from the high up place, so from the high ground. But they, that is the Spartans, not giving ground. That's that use of endidomi we had just a minute ago. So the Spartans did not give ground. And the Spartans were defending themselves more easily than in the previous time, there not being an encirclement of themselves, since they were not encircled esta plagia on the flanks. And that is the end of that little section.